Hello everybody, welcome back in. So as you can see, we are in a totally different setup here. I'm really doing a renaissance of my room per se, and so I don't know how long this is going to take. Going to be kind of centered now. I'll show you guys probably when it is all said and done, the new setup, and I'm looking forward to it, really excited about it, and trying to see what I can do and go from here. So looking forward to it. But today we are going to talk about my team, as you see in the background, and my shirt. If you're new around here, you probably can't tell this is my team. The Dodgers are my team. You know, a lifelong Dodgers fan, and I've seen some rough teams. I've seen some really good teams, and today I wanted to touch on the current state of the franchise, what the outlook is for 2023 a little bit, and really the outlook for the next couple of years. What exactly is this team looking to do? What exactly are their plans? And this is just from a fan's perspective. You know, I'm not in the clubhouse, I'm not in the press box or anything like that. This is just from an outsider's perspective who watches the team pretty regularly, is up on news and rumors pretty regularly. I watch this team pretty closely, and so I want to touch on it. And I know for my Dodger fans, get in the comment section down below, tell me what you guys think at the end of this video about my take, or what you guys think the future of this Dodgers franchise is. So the last 3 years, the Dodgers have won World Series, they have one championship series exit, and then one division series exit, and that's consistent, right? Consistent making the playoffs, and that's a consistent declining, right? Let's just be honest, it's a consistent decline, right? World Series winners, CS exit, DS exit, and now MLB added last year a wild card round. And so is a wild card round exit on the table for this season? You know, it wouldn't shock me. It really wouldn't shock me. It would make a ton of sense, actually. Just going back the last 3 seasons, another decline this year. Again, this team did get a little bit worse. And not saying last year's team was bad or was worse than 21 or 20. But again, they did fail in the first round, and that's what really matters. And again, 111 wins is great and all, but do we really care at the end of the day that we won 111 games and lost in division series? No, I don't care. I mean, again, during the season it was great. Obviously, as baseball fans, we enjoy the regular season and for what it brings, right, at the ballpark, and watching your team 162 games. It is an absolute grind, but the end result is to win a World Series, and for some teams, making the playoffs is a successful season. Others, making the playoffs and losing in the first round is not a successful season, right? There is standards to each team, and Freddie Freeman did say a week ago or whatever that, you know, if 29 teams don't win the World Series, they go home not happy. And yeah, to an extent, yeah, obviously everyone's goal that suits up is to win, but again, franchises standards are different. They are just different, right? They're different in LA, they're different in New York, they're different in Boston. They're just different, right? And again, the Dodgers, for as good as they have been, is always going to be a World Series. And even, I think, moving forward, 10 years from now, it's still going to be a World Series. And I think ownership has said, they come out and said, like, they will not do rebuilds. We don't do rebuilds here, and that's true. There should not be any rebuilds in Los Angeles. If they want to do a retool per se, they could do that. And I wouldn't call this 2023 season a retool. It can be, to a certain degree, a retool of what they're lining up this year on the field. We got really a changing of the guard with the new players coming in and new players coming out. Key components I already touched on earlier this offseason. You can check out my videos in my playlist. Key components of this team of the last 10 years, and Justin Turner and Cody Bellinger. Very key guys, very synonymous with the Dodgers franchise. And even though Cody struggled, which have been beaten like a dead horse, he was still a very key part of this Dodgers franchise, and will always be a key part of this Dodgers franchise. He's a world champion. He did tremendous things here in his time. Justin Turner, tremendous things here in his time, on and off the field. Trey Turner, a absolute superstar, stud. Hurts to lose Trey Turner. I mean, I really enjoyed going to watch Trey Turner play baseball. Just a super fun player to watch. Philadelphia has got good one in Trey Turner. And so, again, so many guys been lost this season, and you guys are coming in. We got JD Martinez. We basically traded JD Martinez for Justin Turner, traded Jason Hayward for Cody Bellinger. Jason Hayward is probably going to be on the Dodgers roster this year. We did, in essence, 2-for-2 trade swaps with those two guys. And JD Martinez, I like JD Martinez. I think he's going to do pretty well here. It's a 1-year deal. I don't know if he sticks around past the next couple of years. Noah Syndergaard, also a 1-year deal. I like Noah Syndergaard. He was really good back in the day with the Mets. Him and DeGrom were like the upper echelon 1 and 2 starters back then until both of their arms really derailed. But as we've seen last year with Tyler Anderson, we've seen in the past with other pitchers, the Dodgers can turn pitchers into really good pitchers and get them a payday, like Tyler Anderson last year. And I hope Syndergaard does well. You know, he said all the right things. I hope Syndergaard really is lights out this year. That would be huge. If you could touch 100 miles an hour and be that consistent pitcher, be that sub 320 pitcher, that would be amazing. You got young guys like Miguel Vargas coming up, who is supposed to play second base. Gavin Luck's supposed to play shortstop. Little nervous about the defense going into this season. Again, defense does win championships, and really, we saw that in 2020. Like, the defense in that 2020 bubble was off the charts. I mean, seriously, just highlight play after highlight play. You go back and look at that run. So many plays were defensive plays, and that 100% won us the championship. And so I'm a little nervous about the defense going into 2023. We don't know what we're getting out of Miguel Vargas at second base, Gavin Lux at shortstop. Center field is a hole now. Cody Bellinger was a Gold Glover. We don't have a center fielder. So defense is going to be a key part of this season. We should see how these guys pan out there with the glove. Reporters, with the Dodgers or whatever, have talked about luxury tax this offseason, and they want to get into luxury tax. That's why they haven't spent that much and gone after big names. And I kind of critique them for just being cheap and trying to profit. And they come out and said at FanFest or whatever that they were not trying to get into luxury tax, that it was never a big deal, that they'll go over if they want this year, which I think they are going to go over it this year because of the Trevor Bauer situation, which I'm not even paying into play. So it does make me wonder, will they do a reset of the luxury tax here in the next couple of years? Does that really matter to them, like some of these beat reporters were talking about? But then the front office shut that down because we got some big name free agents coming up in the next couple of seasons in Shohei Ohtani, and that is the big money maker. And Shohei Ohtani, big year for Shohei Ohtani. It's going to be one of the top storylines, if not the top storyline in baseball this season. And I have said before, I don't know if I've said it on YouTube, I've said on social media that I don't think the Dodgers will get Shohei Ohtani because of how they just are so reluctant to hand out big contracts. And I don't know if they are willing to do that. But again, if there's one guy that they would do it to, it is Shohei Ohtani. I hope they get Shohei Ohtani. I don't think they will get Shohei Ohtani, but I hope they get Shohei Ohtani. Will I be shocked if they get Shohei Ohtani? A little bit. I will actually be a little bit shocked. But again, we are going to be in the mix, right? But do we eventually land him? I don't know. Now, the one thing to our advantage is the fact that he is playing just down the road in Anaheim, and going to LA isn't all that big of a living change per se. He can still live in Orange County if he wants and play with the Dodgers. I would be open to a Manny Machado reunion. Always been indifferent with Manny Machado. I saw his bobblehead. I would have liked to get his jersey, and I still might get his jersey one day in a Dodgers uniform. Does he leave San Diego? I don't know. The Padres have a lot of options that they got to take care of, so we'll see what they do. And Juan Soto, of course, is also a free agent. Just a couple of free agents that are on the radar, big name free agents. Haven't even touched on Arias, who's going to be free agent after this year. Maybe they re-sign Arias if they can't get Ohtani, but Juan Soto is also a free agent in a couple of years. And so this season, I think the expectations are going to be to win. Are they going to go all out? I don't know. They're obviously not going to win 11 games. I don't even think this team touches 100 wins. They might just come close. They might be like a 99. I'm thinking 95 to 99 wins for this Dodger team. So let's just call it 97. We'll say 97 wins for this Dodger team. I'm not going to make predictions right now or anything like that. I'm looking forward to the season. As always, looking forward to get let down again. But let me know your guys' thoughts and reactions in the comment section. What do you guys think this Dodgers franchise outlook is the next 2 to 3 seasons? Do they get a World Series? Do they do a retool? With that being said, I'm going to sign off. Thank you guys for tuning in, and I will see you guys on the next video.